Welcome back, fans and friends of minor league esports. It is time for the grand final of the night and of the season. We've crowned 9 champions. Why not one more? We move to the top of the food chain. It's Premier League, the Hurricanes, and the Dodgers. My name is Pandy. With me is not Dexatron, it's Red.
How's it going, Pandy? This is going to be a fantastic matchup tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, apologies for that is not the right name. That is Red on my left there, or my right there. I can't tell my lefts and rights, but again, we have a fantastic matchup with us tonight. It's the Hurricanes and the Dodgers. Both these teams have faced adversity to get here. The Dodgers at 23-27. Not many times you see a team under a 500 a record getting into the grand final, but that goes to show that this team knows how to win in tough situations. These guys are going to try to beat a Hurricanes team that has been pretty dang good all season.
Yeah, for sure. They had a rough start first couple of weeks, but then Hurricanes definitely turned around. Dodgers for sure are going to be the dark horse here, as they've kind of pulled off some crazy upsets, knocking off my team, the Rhinos, and knocking off the Flames, who were pretty big threes contenders through the entirety of the regular season. It definitely is going to be a fantastic matchup to see if that Cinderella story continues or if the Hurricanes get to stamp it out.
Yeah, I mean, the Hurricanes beat my team, the Lightning. So I'm rooting for both these teams here, as we both are Premier League players. It is an honor to be casting this game with you, Red, because we brought this league in with the PL draft. We get to close it out with the PL Grand Finals, but we begin a best of 7. We begin here, the Dodgers and the Hurricanes for PL 3s.
Absolutely. And starting off, looks like Hurricanes are going to try to take possession, but Dodgers immediately kind of throwing it back, just testing the waters, figuring out what the play styles are going to be for this series, see who's going to come out on top first.
Ball movement still pretty quick. Premier League, this is going to be a fast-paced series. Both these teams looking to jump out as quickly as they can. Delta in the Batmobile there trying to find a touch back to the midfield, but not quite going to find it there. Lefty back to Alfredo. Almost a passing play to redeem it early for the Hurricanes, but still that ball by the wayside. The Dodgers headed back the other way. Maybe Mitt trying to find one off the backboard. Mixta again for the Dodgers, still trying to hold down this pressure. The Hurricanes still with a lot of ball movement, still a lot of possession in favor of the Hurricanes.
Absolutely. Hurricanes are looking like the stronger team at the moment. Just better offensive pressure, better opportunities look so far. Dodgers looking a little confused on defense. They need to start figuring out those rotations, getting the communication going, and seeing what they can get this going here.
Still, both teams looking for their first goal of the series. Only a minute has passed, and both teams have seen some chances. Only one on the shot total for the Dodgers. There's a big clear for the Hurricanes, maybe trying to find some momentum. You see a pass midfield. Delta down to lefty, but again, Mixta with that clear out to Mario. Maybe another chance. Flip reset, touch off the backboards, and dangerous movement, dangerous positioning for the defenders of the Hurricanes. But again, Nit, there's a bump to the backboard. You're going to see a lot of those from these 6 players on the field because they can get physical.
Absolutely. Many of these players, especially Delta and the Batmobile, is known for their demos, so be on the lookout for him causing chaos on the Dodgers' back lines.
A touch just held up at the midfield again. The Hurricanes looking for another clear. Left wall maybe for one. Alfredo trying to continue moving this ball, but again, the Dodgers have some fantastic pressure. This ball has not gotten through neutral field in just about a minute and a half or so. The Hurricanes looking for an answer. They're not going to find it there, as Mario's going to punish it down into the net. 1-goal lead for the Dodgers.
Fantastic pass here by Mixta off the backboard. You can't leave your backboard open in this league. It will mostly end up in a goal about 80% of the time. Great shot there to put the Dodgers up 1-0.
I mean, that's just fantastic ball movement to the midfield from Mixta. I mean, Mario just able to slam it down there. The Dodgers already starting out with a lot of pressure, you see, with 2 shots. So the shot totals aren't crazy convincing, as that's a tough save for Delta. I mean, the Hurricanes have been the defensive demons this entire season. I mean, in their play-in series against the Lightning, I want to say they stopped 24 out of 30 shots and only gave up 4 goals. I mean, that is unreal defense. That is some NHL goalie type defense. You don't really see that much, but all 3 of these players, crazy defense. Delta already with 3 saves, but the Dodgers already going to strike first. The Dodgers just continuing that pressure. 4 shots for the Dodgers, only 1 for the Hurricanes, and maybe you see some offense moving for the Hurricanes now. Mario trying to find a clear. Alfredo to dump back in. Maybe lefty to receive it off the right wall. But again, still nobody home for the Hurricanes. But Mixta, almost a chance for Delta on the net, having to stretch out and make a save.
Yeah, there was a good opportunity there by Delta, try to put it away, but now things are a little awkward here for the Hurricanes. We get a triple commit on the goal line, mix up pass mid and Nit, absolutely slots it in the back of the net to put them up 2-0.
Another beautiful pass from Mixa. That one started with Mario, just making sure that ball was in an awkward position for the Hurricanes defense. The Dodgers are just trying to put these three players out of their league as much as they can in front of their net. They know that the Hurricanes are just defensive warlocks in front of their net. They're not going to be able to keep anything out. But as I say that, the Hurricanes still at 0, but the Dodgers will redeem a kickoff goal and make it 3.
Dodgers is saying, who needs defense when you can just put numbers on them? You can't save this if there's no one in net. Fantastic play there by the Dodgers off a kickoff. Let's see if they can do it again.
All three players for the Dodgers with a goal. The Hurricanes have yet to find an answer for it. There's some bumps from Delta. You're going to see those happening more and more often as the series goes by. Alfredo, maybe a tight angle double tap. My goodness, what a shot. There it goes. Exclamation point. POTW. Get him a case of balls, Garana.
What an absolute beauty of a double tap by Alfredo. Just to nest that right under the crossbar and let it roll in. Maybe this will be the kicker that the Hurricanes need to get back into this game.
My goodness, what a shot. If I don't see that on open net next week, I'm going to riot. I mean, that was a beautiful shot from Alfredo. I believe these Hurricanes have had a couple play of the week contenders throughout the season. Why not add another? They finally get something on the board here. 2 shots for the Hurricanes. Still a lot of pressure for the Dodgers. Mixed out of the right corner. Maybe trying to find a teammate in the midfield. That's a dangerous miss, but Mario just off the mark to the left side as the Hurricanes will continue to try to find a clear here. Mixed another 50-50 to the left wall. Mario trying to force this one through, but again, Alfredo with that big Fennec hitbox able to shut it down on the right wall. Lefty to advance further. Mixta in the corner, just trying to reel in this possession, just to take the Hurricanes off the ball. Again, this ball just residing back in the Dodgers' corner. The Hurricanes continuing to press.
Passing play up here to Mario, looking for the double tap off the backboard. Oh, just slightly off to the left-hand side. Nit looks to keep the pressure here. Alfredo going back the other way for the Hurricanes. See if they can try to cut this lead down to 1. Pass out mid to Delta, but there's no one there.
Almost a beautiful chance for the Hurricanes. I like the ball movement that we're seeing so far. Maybe lefty double tap, trying to find it there, but another good save by Mixa back to the left wall to keep it out of the net yet again. The Hurricanes, like I said, have had some fantastic setup plays so far. They just can't quite find the net. Speaking of which, there's lefty, sends a laser off the right side.
Absolute beautiful shot here by Lefty, just to tuck this in next to the post. Great 50 by Delta to keep it in play, and just unable to get there in time. We got 17 seconds left. There's still time on this clock for the Hurricanes to make this comeback.
They're going to need a good kickoff here to have a chance in game 1. That one pretty manageable. They're going to try and just make this ball move. Mario going to try and kill some clock here. Nit deflection touch, going to put some pressure on lefty in the net. He's last back for the Hurricanes. Deflection touch. There's Mixta to try and put it in front of the net. The Dodgers just trying to hold off the Hurricanes that are trying to press right now. That ball will make its way down. That looked on the corner to me, but hey, we'll take it. It's the Dodgers with a series lead.
Dodgers continue their Cinderella run of a playoff experience here by taking game 1 3-2. I mean, they looked like this was a close game. Although Dodgers held a majority of the lead, this could be a fantastic series here.
I mean, without a doubt. I mean, the Dodgers, like I said, the Dodgers and Hurricanes actually played earlier. For those who have been with us all night tonight, just about 3 hours ago, the AL Dodgers and Hurricanes actually faced off in the AL Championship, and ultimately, again, the Hurricanes took that one. So the Dodgers are trying to avenge their teammates down in AL to try and get themselves a grand final here in PL. So we'll see what they can do. Great start for them. Still a ton of pressure, but the Hurricanes, again, knocking on the door, only down by a goal in this game. But again, not that it matters anymore for them. They ultimately do drop it, but the Hurricanes still knocking on that door.
Absolutely. I would love to see the Hurricanes get a little more physical here. Like I mentioned earlier, there is Delta of the Hurricanes, who's a great demo player. I have a feeling if he can open up that back in rotation for the Dodgers, get Lefty and Alfredo to be able to continue the pressure and just ruin the Dodgers rotation, this could go their way. But it'll be interesting to see what strategy they implement for game 2.
We head to Neo Tokyo for game 2 in this grand final. This is Delta's favorite map, so we have to be careful because Delta knows how to play on Neo Tokyo. This field is known as Delta Stadium sometimes for some players in PL, but you just got to look out for those demos because he's going to be on top of it. One to start for the Dodgers, just going to be knocked away by Alfredo. Alfredo has been the one to score that beautiful goal in the last game, but again, you see them continuing that pressure, moving this ball very quickly to start the game for the Hurricanes. There's a demo coming out from Nit on lefty, but we finally still see some ball movement for the Hurricanes. Not much from last game, but finally to start it with this one.
Yep, a little more back and forth here between both sides as they both try to regain offensive pressure here. Dodgers opened it up with the demo, so maybe they heard me and decided to put the strategy in their own hands. But Mixed going to try to clear this here. Great save on the line there. Alfredo looking to keep pressure going. 50 out mid to Mario. Mario over to Delta. Little ping pong action here. Delta looking to pass this mid out to lefty. Going the other way now. Alfredo with possession.
Alfredo, there's a flick, has one last defender back. They're just going to make a miss, but they can't quite get the handle on it. Delta trying to find the angle. Lefty not going to get it. Mario just trying to get this ball out of trouble. They'll be able to do it as the Hurricanes were just out of gas, were forced to turn back, and will have to focus their efforts on the next push on the Dodgers net. Here's one from Lefty, putting some pressure on Nit. The Hurricanes are rolling right now. Mario just trying to find a clear for the Dodgers. Can't quite do it yet. Alfredo more pressure. There's finally a clear from Nit, and the Dodgers out of trouble for now.
Yeah, Hurricanes definitely coming out firing here, trying to show that they have what it takes to take this series. Looking real strong. There's the aggression I was talking about. There's the bumps. Alfredo looking to pass this mid. A little awkward there by Mario and Nit. Bit of a double commit, but now they like to go the other way. Nit up to Mario. Mario looking for that double tap redemption. Gets it mid. It's over Fredo, but Delta able to clear it away.
Both these teams still have not been able to strike the net quite yet. I would say the Hurricanes have become the closest with 5 shots so far in the first 2 minutes. This is a bit of a change of pace from last game. We finally see some pressure from the Hurricanes. There's Lefty getting a bump on the net. The double tap just going to be a little bit too tight of an angle as that one will drop back to the midfield. Mario maybe trying to find a clear. Lefty will shadow defend perfectly on that ball, just able to keep it off the backboard. Alfredo. Left wall to Delta to try and receive. Alfredo again, a pop. Will try and just move this ball only between green cars. The Hurricanes are not letting any of these white cars just trying to get in the way as of right now, but the Dodgers still trying to force their way through. Ball resides in the left corner. Has Nit. There's a booming clear. Maybe trying to find Mix to the pre-jump. Not quite going to be enough power on that one. And Alfredo will have a clear the other way.
Yeah, Dodgers still finally able to get out of their half there, but Hurricanes, again, offensive pressure. This could go the other way now. Bit of an overcommit there. Mario looking to get this mid. Delta trying to interfere, but ends up pushing it mid as well. Mario gets beat by Lefty to get cleared out. Lefty down to Fredo, looking to go counterattack here.
2 minutes remaining on the clock. So many chances for both of these teams so far, Red. We've seen both of these teams have a ball on the goal line, just narrowly saved. I would say that the Hurricanes with a bigger total of those chances so far, but Lefty's got to be careful with that ball as it still stays between green. Mixta is just trying to interrupt this Hurricanes defense. It seems like they're really getting their feet set after giving up 3 last game, but still the Dodgers still trying to surge. The Hurricanes yet to find a goal despite the beautiful chances they have had quite so far in this second game. Still seems like this ball just waiting to see what happens here. Pretty neutral for both teams. I'd say the last 30 seconds or so. Here's a dangerous one. Alfredo with no boost is trying to make it work, but Mario able to get another good clear. Lefty up to the backboard. Nit goes up top to make the save. It's still pretty equal between both teams.
Pretty equal, but still, Hurricanes racking up 8 shots to the Dodgers 2. This is a little awkward here by Mixta. This could end up going the other way. Mario now looking for the counterattack. 50 on Lefty. 1 to beat. Recovers nicely. What a beautiful play by Mario.
That's heartbreaking if you're the Hurricanes. I mean, you think this ball is pretty safe here, but that 50, absolutely fantastic. Alfredo was just trying to find the right angle of what to do here. Delta wasn't quite back yet, so they didn't know they had enough space to go off the back wall or turn around in the midfield. Unfortunately, they were caught in decisions, and at this stage, at this point in the season, you have to be quicker with those decisions. Granted, that was a really hard save to make, but the Dodgers, with only 3 shots, will take a 1-0 lead here.
Hurricanes looking to get that goal back quickly here. Lefty with a shot on. It's a rough shot in net. Mixta able to clear off the side. And then we get clear away. Go the other way now.
Oh,
pitched almost in. Off the post. Lefty's able to gather and keep it going.
Mixta trying to just shut down the Hurricanes right now. Take a 2-0 series lead. That'll put the Hurricanes on a really, really tough position. Here's the touch. The Hurricanes just trying for their lives to get this ball out. Alfredo will have the beat touch, but Mixta again able to reach up and make a save. Nick caught on the post. That's dangerous. Alfredo actually just saved a goal.
That was, I mean, we have pool shots, but unfortunately, Sonics doesn't like pool saves. That would have been one. You know, unfortunate for the Hurricanes. Now running out of clock here, 7 seconds remaining. Seeing if the Hurricanes can get this back. Nit trying to close this out, and he will, most likely with 2 seconds remaining.
My goodness, that is a chance that the Hurricanes are really going to want back there. Lefty needed that clear to be a bit more powerful, but Nit was just ready to slam it straight to the back of the net. The Dodgers run away with this one. 2 seconds to go, but honestly, I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I think this one is done and dusted, and there we go. Dodgers will take game 2 and continue the Cinderella run that we've been seeing all playoffs.
I'd like to point out, folks, that the Dodgers, if I'm correct, were last place in PL in, I believe, week 2 or 3, and they have made their way to a grand final and now have a 2-0 series lead. I mean, it is unbelievable what these teams have had to overcome in this one. We have a server reset at the request of the Hurricanes. I mean, I think that's the right move here. I mean, they're going to need a push at this point just to try to figure something out, because, I mean, you'd think apply more pressure and the Dodgers will fold, but in that one, they have 13 shots and still didn't find a goal.
Yeah, Hurricanes are looking out of character, really. We talked about their defensive prowess and their ability to save shot after shot after shot, but we go into that game and Hurricanes had 8 shots to the 2 of the Dodgers when they let a goal. They conceded a goal. Something's got to get worked out here. Obviously, the pressure isn't working. You got to figure out how you can break that Dodgers defense, but also at the same time, you can't overcommit and give up the easy goals that the Dodgers are getting.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Dodgers have just been, they've been caught in some really tough defensive situations, and I think that them being able to get out of that is credited to the Dodgers having just a fantastic defensive rotation that's just been able to heal the wound as soon as it's created. I mean, as soon as there's a bump made by Delta or Lefty, those have been the 2 that have been all over each of the Dodgers players. As soon as there's been a demo, I mean, the Dodgers have been able to heal that and just get right back in place to save that ball. And I think that's also to credit the lackluster amount of pressure in front of the net that the Hurricanes have presented. I mean, 13 shots is nothing to be shy of. I mean, it's an incredible amount of offense. It's just how much consistency between shots can you get? Can you pile on 5 or 6 shots in a matter of 10 or 20 seconds, or is it going to be throughout that 5 minutes? And I honestly think it was just 10 or 12 shots balanced throughout that 5 minutes. So just 1 shot here, 1 shot there. It's not a lot of crazy pressure like the Dodgers have been showing.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this has been a great series. Even though Dodgers are up 2-0 in this, threatening that sweep, this has been a very close series. In all regards, the Dodgers looking to get that revenge, like you said earlier, for their AL squad, and they're looking to be on the warpath to get it.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams, again, we've been saying this entire time, just they've been fighting for now 14 weeks to get here, and at this point, nothing before tonight matters. Both these teams have faced a lot of struggles. The Dodgers, actually with a below 500 record at 23-27, being in the grand finals at a 2-0 series lead is remarkable. Like you said, Cinderella story continues for this Dodgers team. Is now up to the Hurricanes on whether or not they can answer the call.
Absolutely. We need this Hurricanes team to go from that category 1 to that category 2 at the very least. You enjoy the pun there for you, Pandy.
It's terrible.
But,
it's terrible.
But we're about to get underway here in the next 10 seconds or so. For game 3, Dodgers looking to continue their strength, their prowess as a team. Hurricanes looking to scramble back here.
Yeah, I mean, this is clutch time for the Hurricanes. I mean, you do not want to go down 3-0 in the series against a team as strong as the Dodgers have been to start this series. We begin game 3 here on Sovereign Heights. It's crunch time for the Hurricanes. They're going to need an answer here.
Absolutely. Lefty looking to get a place up here to Delta. Alfredo with the dunk on. Nit looking to clear, misses slightly. This could be an opportunity for the Hurricanes here. Great pressure to start off here. The Hurricanes looking like they're the ones ready to go out of that server reset.
And they were the ones that requested it, so I think that is a tactical move by the Hurricanes franchise staff there. Delta being the FM of the Hurricanes, trying to get one more tonight as they started, like I said, in AL with a grand final victory. Delta just trying to get one more for his franchise, but the Hurricanes are going to have a lot of work to do because this Dodgers team has been on fire. There's mixed out of net. So much ball movement in the midfield. No answer in sight for the Hurricanes defense. The Dodgers continue.
Again, it's just these continual counterattacks by the Dodgers. They are so good with catching the Hurricanes off, out of position, not ready for the offensive prowess from them, and getting another goal here in the first 45 seconds.
I mean, it has just been Dodgers, Dodgers, Dodgers. I mean, the Hurricanes have not found a goal in at least the last 8 minutes or so. But again, they're still not out of it here. They have been so strong defensively so far this entire season, and unfortunately we haven't seen much of that defensive prowess in these first 3 games so far. The Dodgers still continuing to find the answer to what the Hurricanes have to put on the table. The question is, can the Hurricanes bounce back? And right now I'm not entirely convinced.
No, absolutely. Especially with that whiff there. This could be an awkward spot. Pass mid to mixed up, puts a shot on, but lefty there to make the save. Alfredo looking to get some semblance of offensive pressure here for his squad. The Hurricanes looking just confused, maybe a little just unorganized. I'm not sure what's going on there, but they need to get going here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in game 3.
Oh, lefty just trying to find it low. But again, the Dodgers defense just holding strong like an iron grip on this Hurricanes offensive squad. But there's a clear chance for Alfredo. Nit again just trying to find Mario to the midfield. It is just a wide open airspace for the Dodgers. Hurricanes just are not correctly covering this midfield, and that's why the Dodgers have been able to punish so many times in a row throughout these first 3 games. The Hurricanes have to find an answer to just shut down the Dodgers in the midfield, especially on the back rotation.
Absolutely. Dodgers, here's a shot.
Ooh.
Absolutely slotted by Alfredo. Upper 90. You can't get any better of a shot than that.
I mean, that's just catching the Dodgers in the back rotation there. Fantastic ball movement there from the Hurricanes. As I was saying that they need to control that midfield more, they do just that. Fantastic placement from Alfredo. The game will be tied. The Hurricanes with some fresh new life. Can they continue it, though?
Hurricanes' first goal in the last 10 or so minutes. Definitely need to try to ride this motivation here, ride this pressure that they have going. See if they can get back in this series. You got one more goal, but you can't win on a tie.
Yeah, that is definitely true. As the Dodgers still continuing to hold this pressure. That's a big misflip by lefty in the net. They're going to want that one back.
Absolutely. That's a bit of a feels backflip, man. That's a heartbreaker for lefty there. Especially with this late in the series, you're halfway through the game, tied up 1-1, finally got that motivation to keep going, keep pushing harder, and just a backflip to kill it all. So, let's see if the Hurricanes can recover as we get a potential kickoff goal, but Delta with the fantastic goal line save, able to keep it 2-1.
Yeah, that's the kind of bounce back you need if you're the Hurricanes there. You almost give up a brutal kickoff goal after a tough miss. You're able to just get it right back there after almost giving up yet another. But Delta, good job keeping his team in this one as he is rock solid mental for this Hurricanes squad. There's a chance. Wide open net. I'm not sure what happened there, but Delta and the Hurricanes will take it.
Looks like the Dodgers were just trying to go for an aggressive posture there on the rotation. A rare miss by net leads to an open net. And as it makes sense, a bit of an oops there by net, but the Dodgers looking to continue their pressure here as we're tied with a minute 50 left.
Couple mistakes, pretty unordinary for PL teams, but hey, one for each team, paid back instantly. That's just kind of how the script goes here in minor league esports. Is a touch from Mario, just hot off the right side. Another chance for the Hurricanes, redeemed by lefty. Great movement in the midfield. Again, the Hurricanes strike and go up top.
Great play here by the Hurricanes. And what I tell you, Delta going to try to disrupt as well. Great play off the backboard. Lefty able just to put it to the back corner there where there's no Dodgers defenders. Hurricanes take a 3-2 lead here, trying to get back in this series.
That is textbook play from the Hurricanes offense right there. Just continuing to abuse that backboard as it was occupied by the Dodgers defenders there. But it was just enough pressure. The placement of that ball, I believe that was Mario on the backboard. Placement of that ball by Alfredo, just straight on the hood of Mario, just forced Mario to put it in a really tough position. Ultimately back of the net for the Hurricanes again. Good pressure for them. They finally have a lead here as they've been trailing pretty much. The first 14 minutes of the series has been all Dodgers leads, but we see the Hurricanes finally with a number higher than the Dodgers on the scoreboard. But we see Delta, there's a big clear to try and either kill some time or continue to get some goals, continue to get some offense for the Hurricanes. There's a touch to the corner. Alfredo just trying to get one more, maybe for Delta to the midfield. Mario's caught awkward in the middle, but I mean, Delta just couldn't quite capitalize on the miss in the net.
Lefty looking to keep the pressure here. Bad 50 out mid. This Dodger could be a capitalization by the Dodgers. Nit looking the dunk on net, able to be saved by Delta. Alfredo going the other way. Alfredo going for the solo play. Flip reset, fakes it, goes under one. Delta trying to clean it up. Shot on Mario with the save, but Lefty's going to continue this pressure.
23 seconds to go. The Dodgers are going to need a goal here to tie it up. Alfredo to kill some time. That's a bad touch to the midfield. Uncharacteristically rough touch from the Dodgers as they're going to try and keep, or from the Hurricanes, that is, to keep this one in contention for the Dodgers. Alfredo will have one to the left wall. Nit trying to capitalize.
It's an open net. It's an open net. Oh, no.
It backfires. They tried to get a bump in the net and then actually pushed it right to the back of the goal.
Oh, man, that is another heartbreaker for the Hurricanes. Just unfortunate. Everyone diving to try to get this ball out short time, and Lefty just accidentally bumps into it. Lets it roll back into the net there. We're going potentially to OT unless Hurricanes get an opportunity here. Mix is going to try to kill it, but we're still up. The ball's still up. Lefty down to Alfredo. Open net, not able to get around it, but we're still here.
Mario, right wall, can't quite handle it there. It'll drop, and we go to OT. That's a tough break for the Hurricanes. They're going to need to take this one back. Honestly, if the Dodgers take this one here, I don't see a pretty end for the Hurricanes, especially after these mistakes that they have been making here. Mixed to the challenge. Mario trying to get a fine redirect there, but Delta again to just drop it back to the corner. Some pressure for the Dodgers. It's going to be one that they're going to want to just try to punish the Hurricanes for some mistakes that they have been making. The Hurricanes trying to just keep this one back in contention to make it a 2-1 series. But again, the Dodgers trying to put the Hurricanes on series point. Mario, here's a big clear. Is going to find Nit on the right side. Not enough boost to find the double tap. Again, here's Mixta. Left corner, or right corner, that is. Alfredo with the clear, but Mario again on the receiving end to put it right back to the Hurricanes' defensive end.
Uh-oh. And this is a potential open net for Mixta. The Hurricanes able to do a double commit save, and now we're going the other direction. Lefty looking to keep this pressure. Gets a shot on net. Mixta there to save. Back the other way. A lot of back and forth here between both these teams. Both of them are vying for that OT win as Mixta gets a pop over one, but Lefty's able to clear it to the side.
This is a massive transition point. I mean, if the Dodgers take this one, it's mentally, it is a really bad position for the Hurricanes. But I mean, if the Hurricanes take it here, they're feeling a lot better than if they were to drop it here in OT. Mixta to Mario, trying to make it 3-0. What a placement shot from Mario. They'll do just that. The Dodgers capitalize on the mistakes from the Hurricanes, and they'll take a 3-0 series lead.
What a beautiful passing play there by Mixta. And then Mario able just to slot that bottom right corner. The defender had no opportunity to save that one. Dodgers taking a 3-0 series lead. And Pandy, I'm thinking this is a wraps.
I mean, it's never too early to call, but I mean, at this point, the Hurricanes are just feeling those mistakes. It's got to be hard on the mental at this point. I mean, you've had so many chances to take games to at least hold off some goals that the Dodgers have, or some pressure that the Dodgers have tried to put on. But at this point, the Dodgers are just able to punish mistakes, and that's what wins series.
Absolutely. Dodgers, especially their team play, has been immaculate this entire series. They're continually looking for each other in the midfield, looking for those passing plays. Very rarely do you see them go for any form of a solo play unless it's a strong 50 to try to set their team up. So I want to see the Dodgers continue this going into Game 4 here. Hurricanes, you have to try to recover the mental here. Try to get a quick goal in early, get that pressure build back up. We saw great pressure from both teams there, but Dodgers just able to sneak one away in OT.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, I mean, if you're the Dodgers, you're like, we take that. I mean, seriously, that's just a really unfortunate break for the Hurricanes to end that game there. I mean, the Dodgers are feeling great right now. Yeah, never a better position to be in than 3-0 in the series in the grand finals. I mean, you just, at this point, if you're the Dodgers, you have to capitalize. You have to take this momentum. You have to take this moment and end it now. But if you're the Hurricanes, you've made some really, really bad mistakes. Honestly, Hurricanes in some forms have played fantastic, in some forms. They've made some really tough mistakes again to end that game 3 there. There is an example of that. But now is time where the mistakes have to go out the window. It is focusing on every little moment. It's focusing on every goal. You have to win those little battles to scrape back at least a win here.
Absolutely. Dodgers here threatening match point, championship point. As Mixta looks to pass this mid towards Nit, lefty there to take possession, try to clear it out. Makes one miss. Mario with a strong 50. And then a demo there by Nit on the back line. Looking to get a second demo as the Dodgers are looking to implement that aggressive bump and demo heavy style play style here at the beginning.
Mixta trying to just continue this momentum that the Dodgers have built up over the last 15 minutes of Rocket League. There's Delta with a beautiful save to the right side. The Dodgers still with pressure, presenting a lot of it to start this game for the Hurricanes. Have to find an answer. They need it quickly because the momentum is still surging in favor of the Dodgers. But here's another chance for Mario. Maybe an air dribble bump. Alfredo able to find it back to the corner. Took 2 Hurricanes to get that ball away. That shows how dangerous those shots are from the Dodgers.
Dodgers keeping it great offensive pressure here. The Hurricanes haven't had much of an opportunity to break out as Delta's able to get it past one, and then Nit puts it right back in. Now Delta looking to pass this mid, flicks over one, but Mario's there to clean up. Lefty trying to keep pressure here. Potentially a double tap. Ball down. Nit able to make the 50 save. Mixta with the squishy save as well. And we continue the pressure here as Delta 50s it back towards middle, but goes a long ways away to Lefty to try to repossess.
Mixta to Mario, another great play for the Dodgers, but it seemed to just be a bit too far out of the net for now. Mixta is going to fake and defer to Mixta to the midfield. Lefty last back for the Hurricanes. It has been a lot of last back defense for the Hurricanes so far, and I think that has kind of contributed to the troubles that they have seen so far on defense throughout this series. But what a save again from Lefty with 2 saves to their name in this game, I would say. And unfortunately, their first beautiful save was not credited a save, but we'll go ahead and count it there. But again, the Hurricanes just trying to find an answer. There's Mario, dangerous touch to the backboard, but still trusting their teammates. Those comms seem to be on point for the Dodgers right now. There's a threatening shot from Lefty, top shelf. It'll be a 1-goal lead for the Hurricanes.
Lefty able to put this one away as Alfredo keeps the pressure on, catches Mario unawares of this shot, and just able to slot this right under the crossbar. Beautiful shot by Lefty to put the Hurricanes up 1-0.
Lefty, the 2's PL champion from season 14, took down myself in red actually in the last season grand finals. Trying to do it again in 3s. They're going to need a fantastic next, I would say, 17 and a half minutes of Rocket League. Otherwise, it will be in the favor of the Dodgers. Mixta trying to defer to the corner. Another threatening touch for Lefty. It's going to be Nit to swoop around and find a touch there. Delta flat-footed in the midfield, but it still works out for him. Mixta advanced this touch for the Dodgers offense. There's a backflip for Mario, but still plenty of space to at least get it done and get themselves out of trouble. Nit, man to the midfield. It's going to be Alfredo again to push this one back to the corner. Mixta, another miss for the Hurricanes defense. They need to stop making those mistakes on defense. Otherwise, the Dodgers will continue to punish. There's another one, but again, Delta is able to just scramble back and make another save for the Hurricanes.
Little shaky there for the Hurricanes on defense, but we're starting to see those inklings of their strong defense as we get a beautiful flick over here from Delta, but Mixta able to put a hand in the face and block the shot. Mario going for the solo play. Bump on one off the backboard, but no one to follow up.
Lefty just trying to find an outlet clear. There it is. Mario is going to have it back in their hands for the Dodgers defense. There's a flick past one. Alfredo back to Lefty up in the corner, maybe trying to find it back out to the midfield, but Delta will stay strong and will do the right decision of going back and letting the Dodgers take over here because that was dangerous, but my goodness, what just happened? Nit will just walk it in.
I believe we'll call that a calculated. That's calculated in the chat there for Nit as he just goes. Delta expecting him to continue putting pressure on the ball, looking for the 50, and Nit just follows it in. Rides the ball into the net to tie this game up 1-1 with 1:15. We are entering crunch time for the Hurricanes.
This is the danger zone. My goodness, I cannot speak. Red flags are up for the Hurricanes. The Alfredo just trying to push their team here. It has been a pretty slow Hurricanes team we have seen since, I would say, game 2. But ultimately, the Dodgers still trying to press. Lefty having to stretch out and make another save as Mario was presenting some pressure there for the Dodgers offense. Lefty maybe trying to find Delta on the right side. There's Mixta again to continue to press the Hurricanes and take them off the ball. mean, the Hurricanes, they've been a tough team to take off the ball the entire season. It seems like it's just too easy for the Dodgers right now.
Yeah, Dodgers just able to keep the possession a lot better here. As I say that, the bad clear here. Lefty able to attempt a shot, double commit by the Dodgers, but it ends up working out. Now we're going the other way. Mario looking for the pass towards one, looking for the bump, actually, excuse me. Mixta trying to keep here. Lefty with a strong dunk, but Nit's there to make the save.
Lefty and the Hurricanes are going to need one right here and now. 13 seconds. It is pushing time for the Hurricanes. Alfredo to the backboard. Nobody else home for the Hurricanes quite yet to make a shot on net. Nit is going to be challenged in the net. 3 seconds to go. Last chance for the Hurricanes before OT strikes. This one will be sent to the right side. Last chance for the Hurricanes. Game 4 OT.
Oh boy. Of course, game 4 goes to OT. This is do or die for the Hurricanes. You win, you continue the series. You lose, it's all over. All 14 weeks gone to sham. Alfredo looking to pass this off the backboard, pinches it across actually to Delta. Delta looking to do the same, pass it out mid, but Nit able to clear it away.
Lefty will receive at the midfield. Out of neutral. Hurricanes on the offensive. Mixta to receive after the interruption. You have Mario's will chip it past Alfredo. Delta trying to hold a 50, but still will defer back to Mixta. Dangerous position. You got 2 Hurricanes on the backboard. Alfredo to receive this touch. He'll fake it down, but that one's still just off the mark. It's Mario. We'll give it to Nit. Right wall. They're going to try and end it here now for the championship. The angle not going to go. You see Mario getting physical and Net on those bumps. Alfredo taken away for their efforts. Mario off the ceiling. We'll turn it back over to Alfredo. Another big 50 for Mixta. The Hurricanes struggling to get this ball out of their half right now. Mixta has Net to the midfield, but a deflection will take it away for just now again. The Mario to continue this pressure for the Dodgers. Lefty needs a clear. Has Delta on the left side. Mixta to hold it back to the corner. And the Dodgers still trying to press down on the Hurricanes.
The Dodgers offense has just been looking amazing this OT. They have not let off the gas pedal since OT started. Hurricanes, though, looking to steal it away here as Alfredo has the opportunity. Mixta able to clear it away to Mario. Mario looking for the double tap. Missed by Lefty. Rare there, but then Delta able to clear it away. Going back the other direction. This is an opportunity for the Hurricanes. Looking for the 50. Off the corner. Lefty looking to put a shot on that, and he does. And the Hurricanes are still alive.
They extend the series to game 5. What a 50 from Delta to the backboard, and Lefty with precision from the right side of the field to send it top shelf. And the series will stay alive. We go deeper into the night. We have a game 5.
Hurricanes just, I honestly agree. They would have to sneak that one away there. Hurricanes did not look like the team that would come out top in that game 4, excuse me. But we're able to just have Lefty slot that one under the post. Fantastic shot by Lefty. What do you do here if you're the Dodgers?
I mean, you keep doing what you're doing. I mean, the Hurricanes, honestly, I can't go back in time, but I can honestly say that the Hurricanes deserved that game 3, but they threw it away at the very end of the game, and that's a tough call to make as a caster because I'm not on the field. You don't know the emotions of being on the field in this situation because the stakes have never been higher for these teams. I mean, seriously, at this point, the Dodgers, you got to keep doing what you're doing. You know, the Hurricanes are still struggling to hold possession. They found those one-off shots, but I mean, if you're the Dodgers, you keep holding that pressure. You keep down on the Hurricanes defense.
For sure. Dodgers, I would like to see them go back towards that team play style. We didn't see it too much during that game with their one goal being scored off a Nit solo play. Would love to see Dodgers getting back to that team passing plays in midfield. Hurricanes, though, did a whole lot better of a job there. Able to cut out that midfield play, able to put more pressure on the Dodgers defense. As we go into game 5, Dodgers lead 3-1. Here we go.
It's still, I mean, it is series point time. Still, there's a dangerous chance. It's going to be Nit to slam it in. I'm not sure what happened off the kickoff. I think that's just a general kickoff pressure. Yeah, there it is. I mean, that's just a great job by the Dodgers. Alfredo just trying to get that clear. I mean, if you're Alfredo there, nothing else you can do. That's all Nit.
Oh, yeah. Nit just with a beautiful read on Alfredo's clear there just to get the slightest of touch to let it roll in. Take an early goal lead here as Dodgers, again, the kickoffs have just been exquisite for them as they're able to put another shot on here with only 15 seconds in.
I love that word, exquisite. I mean, I think that's what the Hurricanes need to apply to themselves right now, is that exquisite offense that we saw in overtime. But still, Lefty will try to find this one to Alfredo. Those touches, those midfield passes, those inlet passes that they've been looking for have been very slow for the Hurricanes so far in this series. I feel like their shots have been a lot of those one-off rotations. As I said, that's kind of what the Hurricanes have been counting on this entire series, whereas the Dodgers have been more about team plays. But it'll be wide open. Alfredo cherry picking on the left side upfield. He'll redeem himself for a goal.
Yeah, it looks like the Dodgers here just kind of broke down on their third-man rotation. Nit just pushing up a little too far. Wasn't expecting that ball to come screaming from the Hurricanes net. Alfredo recovered just in time from his attempt at a clear, able to cherry-pick that, bring the game back into 1-1 territory here as the Hurricanes continue to stay alive.
Lefty flip reset off the kickoff. What a beautiful touch, but Nit still plenty of room to work with. That shadow defense from these Dodgers have been so great. That shot off the inner post. Unlucky bounce for Delta, as they would have liked that one to go right in the net. Obviously, that was Lefty that took that shot. But again, the Hurricanes back to work. Alfredo to receive this shot heavily off the backboard. Lefty going to try to defer to Delta to the midfield, but again, the Dodgers stand their ground in the front of the net. The Hurricanes still pressing, utilizing that backboard, still wide open for the Dodgers defense, but still, Hurricanes have yet to punish.
Dodgers had a good counterattack opportunity there, just wasn't quite to finish, as Mario looking to continue this pressure here. Delta able to clear it away. Delta down the left side, able to beat one. Nit clears it to the mid. A little dangerous there. Lefty puts a shot on Delta, going for the demo, but Mario able to make the save as he tries to get this ball out. Forces the second 50, forces the third 50, and we're going right back in though with Alfredo to put pressure on.
Alfredo needs a 50 to let their team work. Lefty, another one back to the midfield. It'll be Mario trying to get a deflection touch, double commit for the Dodgers defense, but still safe for now. Alfredo's going to try and put a threatening shot on it again, almost like deja vu, as I've seen 3 of those kinds of shots and saves, one from Alfredo and a save from Nit. Again, that'll be the third one saved away for the Hurricanes offense in the last couple of minutes, but still the offense looking good for the Hurricanes. 7 shots in comparison to a Dodgers 2, but still have not yet found the net.
Alfredo able to clear away, but mixes there to possess. Delta brings it to the corner, looking to pass this mid, gets it out, but Mario able to clear away. Now we're going back the other direction. Nit down to mid, looking for Mixta. Ball back mid, there's no one home. Nit able to get the shot on, but Delta's able to clear away. Going back the other direction, Delta to Alfredo. Alfredo looking for the double tap, not enough boost, sees the defender there, opts to peel out. And now, Lefty able to bring it back in. Alfredo looking for the downward tap. Mario with a big clear. Mixta looking to put the shot on. But Mario able to keep pressure on as we're looking to end this drought of a goal all of a sudden. Now we're going back the other direction. A lot of back and forth here.
Both teams still on a scoring drought for about the last 2 or 3 minutes. I mean, it is just, I'd say 2 minutes, because the 3 minutes would be the start of the game, but still, it is still crunch time for the Hurricanes. Cannot make any mistakes here because the Dodgers will be there to punish. I mean, we've seen a lot of chances from these Hurricanes. Here's another one for the Dodgers, but again, saved away by Delta. The communications are seemingly getting a bit stronger for the Hurricanes, as it seemed to be a pretty sloppy start for them, but still not many mistakes for both teams in this one, as this is Premier League. These teams will not be making many mistakes, as Delta had a shot at net, but Mario again able to jump in front of it. 90 seconds to go. The Dodgers looking to end it. The Hurricanes looking to extend this one to a game 6. Delta to use that backboard was wide open and free for Lefty, or at least for the backboard. Lefty shot taken away still. Delta left side. Try to use that backboard. Nit trying to occupy. Alfredo has a double tap chance. Mario trying to find it. Almost able to slot it down, as that was a nice look for the Hurricanes. Yet another one for Delta. Crosses the net with no interception from another green car.
Dodgers are scrambling hard here in defense as we got a rough 50 towards mid, but Mixta, they're able to clean it up, trying to get any pressure. Nit with a bump down the other side of the field. Mario looking for the double tap, gets an awkward touch to the side. Alfredo able to clear it out. This is neck and neck. We enter the last 30 seconds here. Alfredo over one, looking for the second, and he gets it. What a beautiful play by Alfredo.
Exclamation point POTW. This could be a series saver. Alfredo, my goodness, what a solo play. Will keep it alive for the Hurricanes for the time being. Still 34 seconds to go in this one. This team, this Hurricane squad in green, is going to need a good one. That was a chance at net. The double commit takes it away. They're going to need to continue this pressure, but a good clear from the Dodgers will take it away.
Mixta looking to put this shot on, gets a 50 with Alfredo. Lefty able to take control and clear it away. Over one. Nit putting it back in. Delta looking to clear away. The Hurricanes are going to do everything they can just to waste time, get this ball out of their half as we went to the last 10 seconds of Game 5. Rare miss there by Lefty. Mixta looking to keep the pressure on. Final seconds here. Alfredo
Mixta
gets the 50 and will put it away. Hurricanes take Game 5.
I mean, I honestly didn't think the Hurricanes would make it to this point, but I have been proved wrong. The Dodgers have been so hot these first 3 games, and I honestly thought that huge mistake that was made at the end of Game 3 that ended up giving it back over to the Dodgers, that ultimately went to overtime, and the Dodgers ended up taking it. I thought it was the end of the road for the Hurricanes, but we have been proved wrong yet again. The Hurricanes still holding on this pressure with 11 shots. I mean, Alfredo with 2 goals there. The Dodgers still playing pretty dang strong on defense with 7 saves, but the quality of looks still in the favor of the Hurricanes. They survive. They force a Game 6. I mean, it's all up in the air at this point.
Yeah, maybe seeing a potential caster's curse here. Apologies, Dodgers fans. But this has been a fantastic series. Yeah, another OT. Now, if you're a Hurricanes fan here, you're hoping for a little more breathing room, less OTs, more 2-0, 3-0 victories here. But it is just back and forth. One team will have the offensive pressure, the other team will be making all the saves, and then vice versa. There just can't seem to be a team that's just going to pull away and stomp this out here.
Yeah, I mean, that's honestly what I thought the Dodgers were going to do after Game 3. But I mean, it just seems like in classical Hurricanes fashion, they're going to just start building that wall back up. They're going to just be that really strong defensive team that we've seen throughout this season. That was a great look for them to start this game. The Dodgers, I mean, danger signs are going up for the Dodgers. We were saying that about 15 minutes ago during the short break between Games 3 and 4. But I mean, I feel like the script is starting to change in favor of the Hurricanes here. Here's Alfredo, the savior of last game. I would say the hero of last game, scoring those 2 goals to get the Hurricanes to the spot.
Nit looking to clear this away, but Alfredo backwards, able to get a strong 50. Delta looking to clear this back up to Lefty. Touch to the right wall. Alfredo there looking to pass it mid. Mario able to clear it out. Demo by Nit, trying to relieve some of that pressure. Nit again looking for the 50 here. Strong 50 towards the midfield. Delta's there able to clean him. Double commit here by the Dodgers, able to clear it out. Nothing too scary at the moment as Mixta looks to continue the pressure.
There's Delta. Mario last back for the Dodgers. Alfredo just trying to dive on that ball. Delta will actually be the one to jump. Using that backboard, the Dodgers in dangerous spot as Delta went for another bump. That is one thing that we haven't seen much of so far in the series, Red, is those Delta bumps, those Delta demos that have been so characteristic of him throughout the entire season, throughout his entire MLE career. He is known for his demos, but that is one thing we haven't seen much of so far. We've seen him going for it, but we haven't seen that indicator in the top right about demos from Delta. But still, the Hurricanes still trying to survive. There's a bump to take Alfredo off that shot, but Delta is there to slam it in. The squishy save, no good from the Dodgers defense. The Hurricanes will take the lead here.
Delta showing that he's not just known for his demos, but also for the Delta dimes as he puts this one bottom of the net underneath the defender, going for the squishy save. Hurricanes take a 1-goal lead with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining.
Yeah, at that point, that in and out save that I believe that was Mixta tried to go for, that's just a tough position to be in because you know Delta is jumping on that ball really quick, and still the Hurricanes are just continuing to pile these shots, pile these goals back, and momentum slowly tugging back their way. Lefty double tap, going to be denied again by the crossbar. Delta, another one goes high. There's a cut from Delta, but not quite the angle they were looking for. Alfredo, no boost, will be forced to turn back. The Dodgers finally with the counterattack here. We haven't really talked much about the Dodgers offense so far the last couple of games here.
Yeah, Dodgers been real quiet after the server reset where they took stole the OT from the Hurricanes. Hurricanes looking to stay strong here as Delta trying to get this downfield gets taken out of the picture by Nit. Mixta up to Mario. This is an overcommit. Alfredo can put this away. Puts the shot on. Beautiful double tap by Alfredo as the Hurricanes take a 2-goal lead.
I mean, I know that you can only win one case of Balzarana per week, but Alfredo, throw both those clips in there. Exclamation point POTW, my goodness, with what a clip. I mean, the Dodgers have to be trembling at this point, Red. I mean, they win 3 games in a row to start the series. The Hurricanes now back with 2 one-goal victories. This is their first 2-goal plus lead that they've had. That just goes to show that momentum is furthering in the direction of the Hurricanes here.
Hurricanes looking to not stop now as they continue with the offensive pressure. Alfredo looking just to buy time for his teammates that got demoed and taken out of the play. Lefty able to clear it over to Mario. Mario looking for the double tap. Potentially the Psycho. Doesn't quite get it there as Lefty clears it away, but Nit able to put this back in. Missed touch there by Mario. Wasn't quite sure probably what he's going for. Mario able to put pressure on. 50 here into the corner. Delta looking to clear away. Delta taken out of the picture by Nit. Nit has taken the warpath to demos, trying to implement that play style as Mario looks to keep the pressure here.
And I think that's the right thing the Dodgers need to do right now. And the Hurricanes are tightening up back into their original form that they have shown throughout all 14 weeks of this season. It has been just the Hurricanes' defensive demons. They own the save record. He went to Jared's, who's actually currently on the roster for the Hurricanes, a twos main for the Hurricanes, actually broke that record last season and currently holds it. The Hurricanes are a defensive team. Mario trying to penetrate this defense from the Hurricanes. Nit will be the one to do it. The pressure started it from Mario. The Dodgers will strike third here, but we'll cut the lead in half.
Yeah, not much you can do there as the Hurricanes. Just a strong, powerful shot by Mario. Lefty can do only what he could there with just a slight touch and then able to clean it up. The Dodgers cut the lead down to 1 with 1:30 remaining.
The Dodgers need this one. That one almost goes in the way of the Hurricanes as Alfredo tries to continue keep this ball in the Dodgers half. Mario trying to find Nit right side. Lefty to intercept. Delta big clear is going to force Mixta to jump back really quickly, but a pretty courageous touch off the wall from Delta ends up back in the hands of the Dodgers. They're going to need a push. Otherwise, we will see a Game 7. The Hurricanes still trying to hold on to their lead and get us to an even series to make it one last final 5 minutes.
Mixta looking to possess this in the corner. Rough touch there. Shot on by Lefty. Delta able to slot this in the back post right behind both defenders. Bring back that two-goal lead.
We are witnessing history here, folks. Delta to be the one to make it a 2-goal lead again for the Hurricanes. They went down 3-0. I cannot stress that enough. The Dodgers started this one out, putting the Hurricanes on series point, and now the Hurricanes have brought it back, threatening Game 7. Delta trying to find Lefty, but Nit will take over. The Dodgers need something to go their way in the final 35. Otherwise, we will see Game 7. Mario puts the pressure on Alfredo, but there's a big clear. You see the Dodgers getting desperate in the last 27 seconds, trying to get physical, trying to hold on to this one. Mario is there off the pass from Nit, and we will see yet another 1-goal lead for the Hurricanes.
Bit of a miscommunication there by the Hurricanes. An overcommit to really open up the net. Nit able to put this down mid and Mario to slam it home. 24 seconds left. There is plenty of time here for the Dodgers to bring this back, which we have seen them do. We have seen it happen multiple times as we're looking for another OT here. Lefty to take this in the corner.
Lefty trying to 50. The Dodgers need something to go their way now. Mario, final counterattack push for the Dodgers. Lefty backflip. Mixta's going to try and take over. There's a touch. Lefty going to shut them down. 5 seconds to go. Otherwise, we go to Game 7. Mario out of their first half. Mixta trying to keep this ball alive. Nit there to receive really closely, but Delta again to get a finger on it. Lefty to try and drop this one down. Mario will hold it up. Delta just trying to drop it. They'll do just that. Smart decision. The Hurricanes have brought this back, and we go to Game 7.
The hunter has now become the hunted as the Hurricanes bring it back from sudden death. Down 3-0 in the grand finals. We have potential of a reverse sweep here by the Hurricanes as they take Game 6 3-2.
You say we go from sudden death now to sudden death. It is Game 7. It all rides on this. 1 game to go of the minor league esports season. 9 champions, 9 grand final series. Make it 10 because we have now seen the first 6 of this 10th series. And we go down to the very final game to decide it between the Hurricanes and the Dodgers. The Dodgers struggling to find an answer here. 3 straight to start the series for the Dodgers, 3 straight in the back half for the Hurricanes. We go to a game 7. The momentum in favor of the Hurricanes as of now. That series reset, or the lobby reset, definitely is kind of been that change of pace here the Hurricanes needed. But Mixta with 58 points in this one. That's a tough one for the Dodgers. I mean, all 3 of these players have been contributing so well throughout the series, but the Hurricanes have just been getting in the way. But folks, the last game of the entire season 15, we go to the highest stakes possible. We go to game 7. It's the Dodgers and the Hurricanes. The Dodgers trying to avenge their teammates from earlier. We have game 7 on Champions Field.
Nit with a strong kickoff. That same just kickoff prowess by the Dodgers, looking to get this pressure back as the Hurricanes look to strike early. Nit clear it down to Mario. Mario looking to pass this over to the corner to Mixta. Mixta off the backboard. Rough, tough read there for Fredo, but Lefty able to follow up as well. Now we're on the offense here. Double demo here from both teams. Shot on. What a amazing redirect by Delta. Not quite able to finish though as Mario clears it away.
Hurricanes trying to complete the reverse sweep. That chance from Delta looking really pretty. Lefty, there's a powerful shot right side to continue the momentum from the Hurricanes here in game 7. They go up 1-0.
We're going to get real tired of saying Lefty's name here because he has just been the scorer for the Hurricanes. Lefty scored a goal. Lefty scored a goal. Lefty scored a goal. It keeps happening every game. Who can stop him?
It seems like at this point, nobody can stop him. We have just so much pressure being brought out from these Hurricanes. Delta, we said that Delta demo has not been brought out in this series, but game 7 we have seen 2, I'll make it 3 demos from Delta, but still pressure for the Hurricanes. 1 shot for the Dodgers. They're going to have something their way. Nit will try to slot this one down, but another huge save from Lefty to keep it off their backboard. Mario to try and put this one back in. Slotted, not quite going to go past the Hurricanes defenders. Lefty last back for this team in green, but this green machine still rolling for the Hurricanes, still holding on to their lead.
Great pass middle there by the Dodgers, and Mario able to put this one away and bring it back within 0. We're tied here, 3 minutes, 40 seconds. Beautiful passing play by Mixta, and like we've been saying for most of this series, it's the Dodgers team passing play that keeps them in this series.
I love this, you guys. A tie game, game 7, trading goals. What else can we ask for to end the season out? My goodness, this game's so close. Red, we said that the team plays were kind of an absence for the Dodgers since game 3, but it seems like they're back. We're seeing the best of these both teams here in game 7. There's a big dunk. Mixta, not really sure what the move was there, but they're actually trying to take it back to the midfield. But Delta again using that plank hitbox in the Batmobile to keep it away for this final game of season 15.
Nit able to take possession here, looking for Mixta on the right wall. Mario down to Mixta. We've seen it before, we've seen it again. Mixta able to put this one home and take a 1-goal lead with 2 minutes remaining.
What a play from the Dodgers. That could be the one to seal the deal, but the way the series has been going, I highly doubt that is the last goal of this game, but that is a play you will be seeing for weeks and weeks during this upcoming off season, because that could be the one to end it. Still 3 minutes to go. The Dodgers still with a lead here. That's another touch threatening in front of the net for the Hurricanes defense. They're going to need a clear here. Mix it to put some pressure on Alfredo, but they're able to defer it back to the right side. Midfield pass. This ball movement is crazy for the Dodgers. Delta, dangerous position. There's another shot. Mixta to slam it down in the net. It'll be 3 goals for the Dodgers.
It took them until game 7. The Dodgers have woken up. They are on fire with these passing plays. The Hurricanes, they look confused. They aren't sure who's going to take the shot, what's going to happen next. They have to get themselves back in this game. 2 goals down with 3 minutes remaining.
It has been unbelievable. The turnaround for Mixta in the last 2 minutes. 58 points in game 6, up to 400 in the first 2.5 minutes of game 7. But that's 2 goals, 4 shots for Mixta. Still rolling. This player is on fire right now. 2.5 minutes to go. The Hurricanes on their last legs here in the 7th game of this series. Mixta to continue for this Dodgers offense. Delta needs a clear for the Hurricanes. Left side will defer back to himself, but Mario, the deflection touch, past Delta, will give it back over to Lefty. There's a bump to the midfield, will force Mixta to be last back. We'll defer again back to the right side. Delta, touch to the midfield. Alfredo will be there to receive, but what a placement for Alfredo. The Hurricanes are back within one.
Fantastic pass here by Delta. Mario just looking for boost, sneaking a little too far into the corner, leaving the net open. Alfredo able to cut rotation and slam it back home. We are within one with 2 minutes remaining.
127 seconds to go in the Premier League Grand Finals. There's a midfield pass, but Mario, good movement there from Alfredo not to dive on that. That would have been a dangerous position, but it is do or die for both teams, mostly for the Hurricanes because they still need one to at least tie this game. Lefty, pop up to the left wall, will beat out Nit. That's Delta down to Mario, but another good touch. Lefty to receive. Backboard, there's Delta trying to get one over Nit. They will do just that, but they can't get it under that crossbar. But I think Nit had every shot covered. Delta right side. Mixta will deflect back to Alfredo, and the Dodgers will get a clear, have some time as the Hurricanes will take some time and regroup.
The Hurricanes are going to be wanting that one back. That was a fantastic opportunity to tie the series up, and Dodgers get by with the crossbar. We didn't know this was turning into a 4v3 against the Hurricanes.
There's the touch. Nate is going to try and get it. What a save from Alfredo to keep their season alive. 1:10 to go. Delta to Lefty midfield. That's a favorable bounce. Left wall. Doesn't try and find it on Nit, but he'll able to hold his ground again. Mixta will throw it up to the backboard. Lefty can't find the touch there. Delta. Still 60 seconds to go for the Hurricanes. Mario will take over for the Dodgers offense to keep this one in neutral field. That pinch is going to be dangerous. Alfredo trying to find it, but 50 taken away again by Mario. Game 7 still holding strong for the Dodgers defense.
This can still be anybody's game here as the Hurricanes are making a strong attempt at offense here. Delta looking to clear it back down to Alfredo, but Mario keeping the pressure. 2v1 here as Lefty's the last one back. Lefty able to possess. Lefty flick over to Mixta there to clear it to the side, but Delta's there to put it mid to Alfredo. Gets a second, down to Alfredo. Shot on, and we are tied!
Oh my goodness, can you ask for a better ending? Delta, so much time. We'll give it over to Alfredo. We have 19 seconds to go in Game 7. The last game of the season is tie game with 19 seconds to go. Kickoff left side for Delta. The bounce will be good. Delta trying to find it, but another good clear for Mixta. 12 seconds. Lefty to Alfredo the midfield. Nit almost able to just get it away. 5 seconds to go. We will have Game 7 OT to end the season. Delta trying not to end it now. Ooh. The ball drops down. We have Game 7 overtime.
And who could have guessed another OT in this series? What has been an absolute banger of a series. Mario looking for the solo play. 50 mid. This is an opportunity for the Dodgers. Mixta catches. 50 is the second one. Back to the mid to Mario. Keeping the pressure here early as the Dodgers look to capitalize. Lefty trying to clear it away. Gets a touch out. But Nit able to put it back down to Lefty. A bit of an overcommit by Mario. Delta has a shot on net here. Mixta able to clear it off to the side and pass it mid. Going the other direction. Mario with an attempt on net. Alfredo able to clear it to the side. This is still very close for both teams here.
Lefty a clear. Mario back to the right side will give it over to Mixta. Game 7 overtime. There cannot be any room for mistakes for either team. Alfredo last back, 1v1 to take the ship. There it is, Nit to take the championship. Game 7 overtime. The Dodgers complete the Cinderella story and will take the grand final.
Nit with an absolute beauty of a 1v1 here as he's able just to give the defender too much to think about, slots it bottom right corner, and the Dodgers are your Premier League Season 15 Threes champions.
Can you ask for a better ending? The Hurricanes almost did the impossible, bringing it back on their last life in Game 4, and will bring it to a Game 7, trying to force the reverse sweep. And my goodness, could we have asked for a better storybook ending for this Dodgers season? Game 7 overtime to decide the championship, the last final to give us our 10th and final champion.
Not only a Game 7 overtime, but a threat of a sweep to a threat of a reverse sweep. I believe it's 4 OTs back to back to back. I mean, you can't ask more in a series like that.
I mean, it's just an incredible series from both teams. I mean, It's incredible. This is the kind of action you get here at Minor League Esports. And if you were not in the league, I highly encourage you to do that, because this is the kind of action we get here. This is the kind of stuff we get. We get those Game 7 overtimes. That is how close these teams are every season. This is how great our grand finals are here at Minor League Esports. But what a series for the Dodgers. I thought they were going to give it up there at the end. The Hurricanes worked so hard to bring it back to that Game 7, but the Dodgers just stay alive. They almost give up 4 games in a row to end it out, but they hold strong in that Game 7. And sure enough, we see it overtime. I could not have asked for a better ending.
An absolutely perfect way to end season 15 here. The Dodgers, the dark horse, the Cinderella story of the season, the below 500 win-loss record to Premier League champions. You could not ask for a better comeback arc. There are story writers out there tuning in now that will create amazing documentaries about this someday.
I mean, that is exactly what we are here for. And again, congratulations to the Dodgers for getting it done. It took you 7 games. But thank you. Thank you from everybody in the channel. 170 of us hanging out in chat. That was the ending we all asked for. I don't care if your hearts are pumping. I hope they are, because they should be in that kind of series. Then the Hurricanes pushed you as much as they could. What a season for both of these teams. But I mean, the Dodgers, again, get it done in overtime, Game 7. Congratulations to everybody on that roster. But folks, that will be it for season 15 Red. We got the chance to begin this season with the PL draft. We have the honor to end it with the last series. Folks, tonight, 162 days ago, we started with 244 teams. Now we end with 10 crowned champions throughout the last 24 hours. It has been, what a ride it has been throughout the season.
It's been a crazy ride. This season has been packed with highs and lows, upsets, and domination from teams all around the league. We're definitely looking forward to next season, how these teams shake up over the offseason and with the tensions. Definitely could see some teams try to run it back here and have the good opportunity for it. And obviously, there's going to be some teams that need to workshop, figure out what went wrong this season, and come back stronger.
Absolutely. And I mean, it's just, this is what we are all here for. This is what every player in MLE dreams of, is scoring that final goal in Game 7 overtime. And that is why MLE is the best league out there. And I will say it right now, and I will not think twice about it. MLE is the best league, and that is not without you guys, every single player, every single viewer in chat, and every single person on MLE staff. It is because you are here to volunteer, put your time out there, and make this league as great as it is. And folks, the series is over, the season is over, but I just want to take a second to just point out a couple things here. This season has not been an easy one for all of us. From everyone at MLE staff, you guys have worked so hard throughout this entire season. Our production team has seen a lot of bumpy roads throughout this season, but we were able to get here and get it done. Thank you so much, the production team. They have been pouring out their hearts and souls the entire season. I have been blessed to be a part of it as your new director in production, and I will love to be here for as long as I can be. But I mean, to our broadcasters, Envy, Omega Blaze, Jelly, Kiri, Callie, Prod, everyone who has broadcasted in the grand finals, Red, you as well. We could not do it without you guys to keep this alive. Our match officials, our casters, I mean, everyone who has been here on the production staff. We would not be here without you guys. And again, most importantly, without the players to provide the teams to be able to play on stream. But again, thank you guys so much from us at production, everyone at OpenNet. You guys have worked so hard this season, from league operations to marketing to moderation team to events team. I don't care who's on staff. You guys have worked so hard this season and deserve every bit of just what we have to offer, what the players have to offer. And thank you guys so much for allowing this to be possible.
Absolutely. Big thanks to everybody that made this season happen. 15 seasons strong. We're going to keep going here and continue to make MLE the best we can. Again, thank you all to all the time every volunteer has put out there. You are what keeps this league ticking. You are what keeps this league running, and we are very grateful for that. But it's about time for us to close it out here, Pandy.
Yeah, and it's as fun as this season has been. It is unfortunate It is that time to say goodbye for a while. Fret not, though, because we do have you guys another wonderful stream, an exclusive stream in a couple of weeks. We will be giving you the All-Stars broadcast here in a couple of weeks, mid-July after All-CS. I hope to see you guys there. Take a look at that channel, and we will be putting together a meet and greet at RLCS. But I hope to see many of you at RLCS because I personally will be there, as will Red. But folks, we will also be giving an award show this season. I can go ahead and announce that now. That will be on the Friday before the All-Star stream, so be looking for that as well. We're giving out exclusive rewards for each league, as well as general community awards, so that is something to look forward to. I can go ahead and announce that now, and I'm very excited to have that back in this season. So be looking forward to that, everybody. That's something we have been wanting to bring back for a long time. But again, Red, we are all tired here. We've had 10 hours of broadcast in the last couple of days. And again, it's not possible without you guys. But that is our final goodbye. We will see you in a couple weeks. But as far as MLE League play, that will be it. That is it for Season 15 playoffs. But from everyone at production, from everyone at MLE staff, we love you all. And for one final time, have a great night.